Hello everyone, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my ranking of Sony's Marvel movies. At number 8 is The Amazing Spider-Man, directed by Mark Webb and starring Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone. Um, I didn't really care very much for this movie. I've said it before in other lists and reviews, but I just found it to be really, really boring and everything. There were a few parts in it that I thought were okay, like when he's in the Spider-Man suit and cracking jokes and stuff. I thought some of the stuff was a little bit funny and everything, but besides that, I felt Andrew Garfield was extremely miscast as Peter Parker. He didn't really have that dorkiness and stuff. He was like the skater dude, and I just felt like he didn't fit at all and everything. And maybe it's because I'm biased towards Tobey Maguire, I'll admit, but I just really didn't like his take on Peter Parker and everything. I thought he was okay when he was in the Spider-Man suit and everything, but that was about it. The only other thing I really loved about this movie was Stan Lee's cameo. I thought that was hilarious when he's dancing in the library. One of my favorite Stan Lee cameos in one of the worst movies, Marvel movies. But number 7 is The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I barely like this one more than the first one. I don't think it's a very great movie. It had too much stuff going on and everything, but it kept me invested enough where I would have been willing to give a third movie a chance and everything. I felt Andrew Garfield was easing into the role of Peter Parker a lot better in this movie and everything. I don't think it was as bad as most people say it is, but I can understand why a lot of people didn't like it, because they did like try to stuff in so much to try to, because they were wanting to plan out more movies, and it just didn't work. I hated the way the Green Goblin looked, and Dane DeHaan is a terrible actor, and I'm guessing he's a terrible actor in everything, because this movie and Valerian he was terrible in, so I'm guessing he's just an all-around terrible actor. But he was terrible as the Green Goblin and everything, and I didn't really like the way they did that and everything. And I like Paul Giamatti and everything. I think he would have been good as the Rhino, but we didn't get enough screen time to really tell and everything. So, and Jamie Foxx was really the only highlight for me. I thought he was great before he becomes Electro. I thought his character was really good and everything, but I just really didn't care for The Amazing Spider-Man 2 very much. It was better than the first movie, but it just wasn't all that great to me. Number 6 is 2018's Venom, starring Tom Hardy. I went into this movie with low expectations, because when they first announced it, Sony said that it was going to be an R-rated, gritty version of Venom and everything. And I had my hopes up for that, and then the movie came out and it was PG-13. I put off seeing it for as long as I could before it stopped playing at the theater that I go to, and I ended up enjoying Venom quite a bit. It wasn't anything special, but Tom Hardy makes it worth watching. He does a great job as both Venom and Eddie Brock, and the conversations that the two have throughout the movie and stuff keep it enjoyable and everything. And I'm actually really looking forward to Venom 2, because I can't wait to see how Woody Harrelson does his Carnage, because I think that's going to be awesome and everything. So I am really looking forward to the second one, even if it is going to be PG-13, because I'm sure it will be. But I think Venom could have been better if it was rated R, but it was still a lot better than I expected it would have been with the PG-13 rating. Number 5 is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I just saw this movie last week, and I thought it was a really great movie. I love the way the animation is. It makes it feel like it's a comic book, and the voice cast was great. Um, and it was a really enjoyable movie. I don't think it was the best Spider-Man movie ever. I know a lot of people have said that it is, and everything. I wouldn't even say it's my favorite Spider-Man movie since Raimi's trilogy ended, obviously. If you see what's next on the list, but um, I do think it was a great movie, and um, I look forward to seeing more of the animated Sony Spider-Man movies. I think that um, if they were to let, I think it would be awesome if Disney and Sony would make a deal where they could have the live-action rights, and then Sony could just make the animated ones. I think it would work out really good and everything. Into the Spider-Verse was a really, really good movie. Number 4 is Spider-Man Homecoming from 2017. I just absolutely love this movie. I love how it has the teen movie feel to it, and everything in the cast is just absolutely perfect in this movie. Tom Holland was great as Spider-Man, and definitely my second favorite after Tobey Maguire. He's barely my second favorite. I almost like him about the same. But I love Tom Holland as Spider-Man though. And I thought the rest of the cast was great, and I can't wait to see Spider-Man Far From Home. After seeing that trailer that was released yesterday, my anticipation for that movie's gone way, way up. Because I think when I did my top 10 list, it was in the lower half of the top 10. But now it's probably my third or fourth most anticipated movie of the year now. Number 3 is Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3 from 2007. Now, this movie gets crapped on a lot, and I can understand a lot of the things that people hate about it and everything. The whole dancing scene, I find it to be amusing and everything. I don't really think it's stupid like everybody else says. I think it's just amusing and everything, the way he gets cocky and everything. But I didn't like the way they did Venom in this. I'll admit that. I think that they shoehorned him in because of the studio. And I think if Sam Raimi would have had it his way, the movie would have been a whole lot better than it is. And really, it could have been a lot better. It was definitely the lowest point in Sam Raimi's trilogy. Number 2 is 2002's Spider-Man, directed by Sam Raimi. This movie almost gets a number 1 for me, but it's just a really, really great superhero movie. It's the movie that really got me into superhero movies, because at the time I had seen X-Men and Superman and Batman, but I was never really very big into superheroes. But then when I saw Spider-Man, I became a huge superhero fan, and Spider-Man's the one character that I've actually read a lot of the comics on and everything, because I haven't read a lot of comics, to be honest, but I have read quite a few of the Ultimate Spider-Man comics and everything. I just absolutely love this movie, and I thought it was cool. Like, around the time this movie came out in Ultimate Comics, there was one where Doc Ock is trying to destroy the set of the Spider-Man movie with Sam Raimi and Tobey Maguire. I just thought that was awesome. But I think this was a really good movie and great origin story and everything. And like I said, the casting was, I felt Tobey Maguire was cast perfectly and everything. But and my number 1 favorite Sony Marvel movie is also my favorite superhero movie of all time, as I've said before many times, and that's Spider-Man 2, directed by Sam Raimi. Every time I watch this movie, I love it more and everything. It's my favorite superhero movie that I've ever seen, and my favorite Spider-Man movie and everything. I haven't seen any superhero movies since then that I've liked more than it. There's been a few that have came really close though, like Logan and Avengers Infinity War, but I still gotta say this one's my favorite and everything. But anyway, that's my ranking of the Sony Marvel movies. Thank you to Troy Willis for recommending me to do this video. I'm sorry it took me so long to do this video. I'm sure you've probably gone through 20 million boxes of maxi pads waiting for me to do this video, so I'm sorry it took me so long, but I finally just got around to it. If there's any other top 10 list or movie reviews you'd like me to do, let me know in the comments, and feel free to like and subscribe, and also in the comments let me know what your favorite Spider-Man movie is and your least favorite Spider-Man movie, or if you want to do your ranking, you can do that too. I'd like to hear what your thoughts are and everything, and thank you and have a good day.